Hi everyone, I'm Jace Haskell and this is a little Hask hot take for you. We'll talk about accountability because it's such an interesting topic, accountability. So how do you make yourself accountable? I mean, obviously when you're in professional sports, when you've been in teams, you're often made accountable by your teammates around you, by your coaches, by scrutiny through video analysis, through the media, whatever it might be. And I'm always wary about people who haven't necessarily played team sport because you never really understand that there are things at play bigger than you and that you have responsibility to others. You know, I think if you don't play that and you don't understand that, you can become very selfish and not really understand. For example, in the workplace, we all know those people that come into work and they have had problems at home and they make their problems everybody else's problem by changing the mood, by dragging their feet and being an energy sapper, essentially. In team sport, you can't do that. You know, you've got to put what's best for the team in front of you. And I think for me, accountability was a really interesting one because I learned early on that nobody was going to ride over the hill to save me. There was no white knight. If I didn't do it, it wouldn't get done. And that I had responsibility to find out ways and tools that would make me accountable for what I did. And, you know, there are ways, obviously within sport, a lot of it's filmed, so you can do video analysis and there's no escape and you can sit down and go through your videos with a coach that makes you accountable. Things like diet and training, you know, now I've retired, there's a lot of fat old rugby players in the world. I didn't want to be another one, so how do I make myself accountable? Well, I went and paid for a PT. So I paid, so I knew that if I didn't turn up, it would be costing money and I would be inconveniencing someone else. So I suddenly made myself accountable. Same thing with diet and calories. I ended up using MyFitnessPal, tracking my calories, but giving my PT nutritionist access to my online portal so they could see what I was eating, what I was tracking. It would make me accountable. In relationships and family, you know, making yourself accountable as a parent, making sure that you turn up and you look at and go, am I putting my best foot forward? But also seeking feedback and advice from others and go, look, could I be doing better? Having a relationship with your partner where, you know, you set some parameters and standards that you want to adhere to and you both make each other accountable in the best way possible. It's not about pointing fingers and questioning people, but accountability is essential in everything you do. And I really do think if you look at your life and there's things that you aren't achieving, how can you make yourself more accountable? And that could be teaming up with somebody else to help you through it. It could be finding a mentor. It could be, you know, as simple as I said, if you never exercise, if you can afford it, paying somebody to help you get exercise or getting a training partner that calls you every day to tell you to get the fuck out and get up into the gym and go and train. Ideally embarking on a fitness routine with your partner so you both have to get out of bed, you both have to do it, starting to make you accountable. And then obviously accepting responsibility when you get it wrong and put your hands up and go, look, I got it wrong, how can I get better? Reaching out to people that are doing what you want to do better than you and asking for help and asking for advice, it's a massively important one.